Yo, what up, fam? This your boy coming to holler at you this morning. Just had a quick little word I wanted to drop on you, or maybe even just a quick little question that I wanted to hit you with this morning. So, not gonna be before you long, but as I was thinking this morning, the question came to me is, what are you seeking? And that's a very instrumental question as you go through our life, because as I think back to my earlier days, once I came out of high school and graduated, and my life began, and the only thing I was seeking was this thing called success. And to me at that time, success was money and fame. So because I knew how to put words together and make these little clever little quotes, I thought I was going to do that through a thing called rap. But however, as life turned out, that would not be the path that got me to where, to the life that I would wanted to live, to the significance that I wanted to have in life. Not saying I didn't have some level of success in the things that I did back then, but the success that I had then, it wasn't a fulfilling success. I was doing things, I was making some things happen. Had my recording studio, and all that was good. I got to hang out with some cool people. And so it was there, but it was no significance there. It was nothing that that fulfilled me in a different way. And as I moved through life and I started having kids, then I realized that there had to be more. There had to be a greater foundation, something more to build on than just these little superficial things that I was seeking in life. And my kids kind of gave me a foundation, because I knew since I had them that I couldn't take certain risks that I took in the past. I couldn't do certain things that I had done in the past. And because of that, my life started changing. And so there's a second question that comes up when I ask you the question, what are you seeking? The next question will be, how are you seeking it? Because I can think about back to all the ways that I sought it, and it wasn't there. But once I started pursuing things in a different manner, once I started pursuing significance, like in order to have an impact, in order to serve, in order to make a difference in somebody else's life, a positive difference in someone else's life, all of a sudden things started changing. And all of that was not in something that I had to go out and get, but it was in what I already had. Things that was planted deep within me, the desire to see people succeed, the desire to help people do things that they thought they couldn't do, accomplish things that they couldn't, that they usually couldn't accomplish. And so once I started working in these areas and helping people accomplish the things that they wanted to accomplish and get to the places that they needed to be, all of a sudden my life started changing. And the things that I was seeking for before, finances and, some notoriety and all that stuff started coming. All of a sudden people be like, I heard about you. Oh yeah, you do this, you do that. And I'm like, huh. I was like, well, I didn't know that I was that popular in that way. And so everything I was seeking, once I changed how I was seeking it, once I changed why I was seeking the things, in other words, once your intent changed, what's the intent behind the things that you are doing? And if your intent is proper, then your outcome will be proper. And that's a word for somebody this morning, because you are seeking things and you're trying to make something happen. But why are you trying to make that happen in life, man? If you can put the proper intent behind what you're doing, which is to serve this world, to serve somebody, man, to be great, to show somebody who God is. And as I think about that, I think about the greatest king that ever lived was a king named King Solomon. And when he went before God, and God said, look, Solomon, ask me for whatever you desire. And Solomon asked God, he said, Look, give me a discerning heart so I can properly judge your people, because I've been raised to this kingship at a very young age, and I really don't know how to manage where I am. And God say, Solomon, since you have asked me for this and not have asked me for fortune or fame, he said, I'm going to give you the wisdom that you asked for, but along with that, I'm going to give you the fortune and fame that you didn't ask for. And I think that's how God do us in life, man. So if you would just take this time to look at your intent, to analyze your intent, and line your intent up with the things that God have for you, the things that God will have you to do. He have planted gifts on the inside of you, and those gifts are made so that they may be able to benefit others in life, because God have a calling on your life. And so if you will use those gifts to uplift others, to put people in a different place, then watch how God bless you and start changing the direction of your path. You know, He'll put you in places you never would have dreamed of. His word say your gifts make room for you. And so if you will allow the gifts that God have given you to serve the purpose they have, look at your intent. What are you seeking? How are you seeking it? And then once you figure that out, and once you adjust it to line up with the word of God, watch how your life change and watch how He manifests His glory in your life. This is your boy, Tracy Jackson, aka The Phoenix, saying peace, be blessed. We'll holler next time.